So it made me think at the time I lost my own mother. And this is number 2, by the way, because I knocked that off by mistake. I was 39 at the time. It was the end of November. I was 39, my mother died the 30th of December, and she gave me a tenner for my 40th birthday before she died. But what happened was all the family were at one of my niece's christening, and me and my cousin. I'm just massaging this while I'm talking to you. Me and my cousin were with my mother and her sister at the time, and God, it brings back so many memories when you say this. And I remember looking at my mother's nails and that. Oh, let me get back to when my mum was at home. We were looking after her. She had the bed downstairs in the living room, and my mate next door, I'd been staying in my mother's watching it, and I said to my mate, I couldn't get in and out of her back because I've got no kneecap, so I couldn't get out of it, if you know what I mean. So I said to my mate who lived next door, Sally, will you watch me mum, Sal, while I go round and get a shower? She said, yeah, okay. So I come round and I got my shower, and I was watching Dame Edna Everidge. It was a Saturday night, and I sat and watched Dame Edna Everidge, and I went back round to my mother's, and the minute I walked in, it hit me like a ton of bricks. My mum's face, everything had changed, and I just went to my mate, oh my God, what's happened with me mum? What's wrong? I said, what's happened while I've been gone for the hour? She said, nothing, Skell, nothing, she'd been okay. I could see my mum had deteriorated in that hour, because you don't see them, do you? When you're looking at them, talking to them, you don't see them physically changing, deteriorating. But you walk away for a couple of hours or what have you, or a day, and when you go back, you can see it in them. So anyway, I rung an ambulance, and we get her to the hospital on the Saturday night it was. And then Sunday afternoon, I could see, I'd stayed with her, I didn't come home, stayed with her. Sunday afternoon, I could see she was deteriorating more, and all the family had a christening to go to, so I told them all to go to it. My brother and my nieces and everything, told them all to go, I'd stay with my mum. So when my mum's in the bed, they kept coming in, checking on her. Now I'm getting back to the letter that Christine wrote me about losing her mother in 2020, I think she said it was, and it knocked her for 6. This knocked me for 6 as well, because I was 39, I left my mother's home when I was 25, I got my first house, and every day after that, from when I was 25 to when I was 39 when she died, I went to her house, apart from when times I was in hospital at that, and apart from times when I just couldn't go down for one reason or another, but I went to my mother's every day with my 4 kids, and I only lived round the corner from her anyway, and when I cooked my meal for my kids and that, I had a bike back then, and I used to ride the bike round with her meal for their evening meal, and I'd been in there in the day looking after her, and my niece had been, we all had turned to peace. Well, when I say all had, me and my niece Bernie had turned to peace looking after my mum, and my daughter was 18 around that time, so I said to my daughter, you stay in your nan's, so you know she's all right and what have you. So I'd take her meals round for her, and when back at the hospital the 3rd of December, different ones who weren't at the party came to see me mother in the hospital. And the last one, my eldest lad was her favourite. She denied it to everyone, but she showered him with all kinds of David. And because he used to go in people's out, he's always been chatty, and he's still the same. He's the only one like me out of my 4 kids. He's got my personality sort of thing. He'll chat to anyone, and people seemed to go to him to talk. And he'd go in people's houses, and my mum would say, "Where's our David?" Because I lived with my mum till he was 5. "Where's our David?" And I'd go, "Oh, I don't know, I think he's in Mrs. Hoppy's house." She'd go, "Go and get him out today." He'd be filling them with all kinds of shite, telling them all kinds of the business. Not that we were up to anything bad, but David would make things up. He's still the same. He'd make things up to make the story sound better. So you'd have to go and get him out of whoever house he was in. He used to go from one to the other, because the kids used to back then, didn't they? When there was little ones in the house, they'd just walk in and that they could. Anyhow, he was the last one to see her, 4 o'clock. Now, 3:30 it was. And then 4 o'clock, I seen my mother's nails changing colour. And I looked at the nurse, they went blue. And I looked at the nurse and I went to her, I mouthed to her, "Is my mum going to die?" But I mouthed it. I just went like that to her. And she just went, "I think so," she was saying. So I just sat on the bed and picked her up in my arms. And I just rocked her. And I just said to her, "I'm sorry if I'm boring you with this, this sad story. But 1 minute." I just picked her up in my arms, sat on the bed, put my arm behind her, and I sat rocking her and patting her, telling her how much I loved her, and how much we all loved her, and thank you for being the mother she was. And that, obviously, she couldn't talk back at that time. The last word she spoke to me was when I said to her about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I said, "Would you like a drink, Mum?" And she just went, "Not really." They were the last words to me. "Not really." So I just used to wet her lips. You had like a stick with a sponge on, didn't you? You just wet them out and that, because they were dry. So I picked her up and I rocked her, and then 4 o'clock as away, she passed away. But all my life, my mum seemed, I'm looking at a photograph on my window ledge now as I'm talking to you, all my life. And as it happened, I had a dream about my mother last night, and I've not dreamt of her for I don't know how long, 10, 15 years. I've not dreamt of her. She's been dead since 1989. And I dreamt of her last night, and it was so lovely. So I can't remember what the dream was, but when I woke up, I know it was a lovely, lovely dream. And I just went, "Oh, thanks very much for that, Mum. Thanks for visiting me. That's the best Mother's Day present I could get." I've got all the flowers ready for the grave. The grave looks lovely now. I always keep it nice, scrub it all and everything. I always have done. I got her a new bottom stone not long ago to lift it higher, because as the rain was bouncing, it was discolouring the flowers and that. So I got a plinth put on to make it higher so it didn't do that. And I also, I'll tell you another little spooky story as well in a minute. I probably forget it, because you know what I'm like. I go from one bloody thing to the other. What was I saying? I don't know. Wait, I think. Well, whatever it was I was going to tell you, it's gone out my head. It's my age. I know I'm 70. I'm only 60 in my head. I don't let the old woman in the head. But I was going to tell you something about that, but it's gone. It's gone. That's all it is to it. So she passed away anyway. And then years later, I had a little sister. Some of you may have heard this story before, but I know you like me stories, so I'm going to just rabbit on and tell you some little things. My little sister died. My mum had a hard life. My dad died when I was 11 weeks old. So my mum had to bring me, me two brothers and my sister up. My sister, when she was 13, the dog in the house we lived in then, the dog ran down the stairs and run through her legs and knocked her over. Here's John. And knocked her over, and she fell back on the stairs and cracked her spine, and she was like a cripple for 7 years. I'll have to go and let John in.
Never answered the thought of, I better come round.
Oh, yeah, because I've got it on here, playing with video. And
Yeah, okay.
thanks. It's good of him. He's been ringing me, but I've got it on airplane mode to do this video. So he should come round to check. And he's just said, I don't know if you've seen the picture of me camera on my front door, 2 magpies. I've been there for ages. John's just hit the nail on the head, what they're there for. They're gathering the bits of straw for the nest. It's a straw mat, and they're taking the bits of straw for to nest. So makes sense, that, doesn't it? And now I forgot what I was telling you again. So anyway, my mother died. My mother passed away. And I was saying, this woman was saying she doesn't, Christine, she said she didn't know what to do. She's lost. Well, I was exactly the same, from 25 to 39, going every day. And I found, after my mother died, as I say, she lived the bottom of my road and just round the corner. I started I was in a daze. I didn't know what I was doing. Crying, sobbing, but still going through the motions of walking round to my mother's house, and people were coming out and saying, "Are you all right, Kat?" And I was just, you know what it's like, you lose your mother. So that was that. And then she died 3 years after me, my brother. And I was telling you about, I said, the little spooky things that happened. Well, not spooky, but I dreamt of my mother, as I say, last night, which I'm absolutely over the moon. I'll show you me man. Absolutely over the moon, I dreamt of her. It's Mother's Day tomorrow. What a lovely thing. What a lovely... There's me mother. I'll turn it away from thee. There's me mum. That's on my wedding day. And she'd be 64 on that. She had auburn hair, as I did myself, the Irish in us. So that's my mum. I thought I'd introduce you to her, because when people talk about people and that, you try to get a vision in your mind, don't you? Ooh, I whizzed round a bit quick then with me friggin' menus. You try to get a vision in your mind of these things, don't you? So it's nice to see them, isn't it? And yeah, so let me just have another think. So getting back to in the cemetery, I've probably cocked all this up, I don't know, but I'm just going to rabbit on anyway what I'm talking about. I goes to the cemetery this day, and it was my son's birthday, and in September it was. And I FaceTimed my son while I was down there, because he was my mother's favourite, as I say, our David. And I said to him, guess where I am? And he said, where? And I put the thing, and he's shouting, hiya, Nan. It's me, your fave here. And he's chatting away, and I'm saying to me, Mum, it's his birthday today, Mum. And he's saying, yes, me happy birthday today, Nan. So I goes up to the back of the cemetery, because my niece's grandmother's there. And I went to clean her grave, because me and John do that a lot. We take sprays and that down water, you know, things, and clean the graves up, and especially babies. We've always done it in the summer, not in the winter. In the summer, if it's little young ones, you know, 4 or 5 year old, what have you, or people we know, we get the water bottles, take them in the trolley, and we clean the graves down and wash them down and that, and use the scrub and brush and clean them. So it goes up to my niece's grandmother's grave to clean hers, and John's cleaning it, and I'm leaning on another grave. I'm saying to the person, I'm sorry for leaning, because there's no seats there, and we've been down there ages, and I'm saying I'm sorry. So I just turned my head, and looked at the way you're looking round, you're sitting on, and I turned my head and I went, oh my God. I said, look at that. John. So he said, well, I said, look at that grave next but one to me, man. The woman, the woman on it was my mother's name, Catherine, and her maiden name. The exact same name, the way it was spelt and everything. Catherine Keane. And I went, oh my God. And then the day she died was the 25th of September, my son's birthday. And this was next door but one to me niece's grandmother's. So what a coincidence that was. And another day, I'm cleaning my mother's grave. These sorts of things happen all the time to me. Doesn't my skin look nice and glassy? Till I take the thing off, like then the wrinkles will all come back. Another day, I'm putting new flowers on my mum's grave. I only get the silk ones. I've got them all here, look, ready. Look, got them ready to do in a bouquet. And I've got Easter colours for her. So I'm putting new flowers on her stone. And I said to John, I just passed him, he's standing up by me. I would just went, go and put them on someone's grave who hasn't got any, John. So he goes and finds the grave and that. And when I say finds the grave, it's only a couple from my mother. And he puts them on, and I does my mum's grave, and I said, they are, Mother, we've done 2 good deeds today. We'll give someone else your flowers, because they were still pretty good. The likes of Mother's Day, birthdays, Christmas, things like that, they always freshen them up. And I'd done it, and I had a little chat with my mum, and then when I stood up, I said to John, where did you put them flowers? Where'd you go to put them flowers? He said, I only did a couple of graves from my mother's. So when I looked, every name on that grave, every single name on that grave was either my mother's kids, my mother's family, her brothers, James, Michael, Sarah, Elizabeth. They were my mum's brothers and sisters. And her own kid, William, and a Will, not the second name wasn't the same, but all the first one. I went, oh, look at that. All the names, it's the same, correspond with my mum's. I said, bloody hell. So, my little sister, I think I was starting to tell you before, died when I thought she was 18 months old. I have to keep having a little cough, so that's why I'm stopping and starting. My little sister died. I thought she was 18 months old, what my mother said. And my friend Debbie Bennett, who was a funeral director in Prescott's in Liverpool, I rung her up and I said to her, hang on. I says to her, Deb, can you find out where our Jones buried my little sister? I said, I think she's in a pauper's grave. So she said, yeah, when did she die? Which I didn't know, because I was only 11 weeks old, like when my dad died. And I don't even know if our Joan died after me. No, it couldn't have done, because she was only 18 months old. She must have died before me dad. Anyway, get back to the story, Catherine. Okay. So I just said, I don't know, I'm not sure. I just know she was 18 months old. So she said to me, give us her name and that. And so I told her the name. And I said, I think she's 18 months old. And within, wait a minute. No, I've got the story wrong there. I'm awful sorry. Let me rewind this. Right, start again. I put on the cemetery site. Does anyone know? And I give them my sister's name, where they're buried. And within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, a man called Andrew Bow, I think his name is, got back to me. And he said to me, yes, your sister died around March, around the end of February, March. And she's in plot, whatever. So I rung my mate, Debbie, who's the funeral director, and I said, do you know where this is, Deb? Because I'd like to, put some flowers on the grave. So that was in about the January. And I rings her back. I hadn't heard nothing from Debbie for about 4 weeks, and I rings her up. I said, Deb, did you ever find out where my sister Joan's buried? She said, oh, Kath, I forgot all about it. I'll do it right now. So that was February. So I rings her back a couple of weeks later, going into March. And I went, Debbie, you haven't forgot again, have you? She went, no. She said, I'll get it out now. I'll let you know. So anyway, she said, I know where the thing is. She said, your sister's not in a pauper's grave. I went, oh, so I was made up with that, because all my life I thought she was only 18 months old, and them days people didn't have the money, did they? So I thought she's in a pauper's grave. She said, no. She said, who's, what did she say his name was? Michael. I said, that's my granddad, Michael Keane. I said, that's my granddad. So she went, well, he bought the grave, and she's not on her own. She's with 5 other people. Well, I was so made up. I went, go away. She said, yeah. So she started telling me it's me nan and me granddad in there. My mother's 2 brothers, a sister and a daughter. So I was absolutely made up with that she's not on her own, a baby on her own in the grave. So I went, oh, I'm going to get them a stone. So it goes down there, look, I couldn't find it, and someone pinpointed where it was and that. So I just put a little bunch of flowers on them, but a woman got in touch with me, and she said to me, I'd like to, help you if I can, your story, what you put on, because put the story on the cemetery site. If you ever want to hear the story, go on Facebook on Yew Tree Cemetery, it's called. I put the story on there. So, long story short, oh God, here I go again. I've missed an important part out. It's my age. You've got to bear with me. Oh, said old Mother Riley and my beautiful daughter Kitty. So Debbie said to me, are you sitting down, Kat? I've got something to tell you. I went, oh God, what? She went, today, wait for it, is the actual day your sister Joan got buried. So the actual day I found out where my sister was, she'd been buried that day. And then it hit me why my mother always didn't like celebrating Mother's Day, a birthday, because both of them were in March, plus her daughter got buried in March, plus my dad died on the 6th of March. And now I know why my mother always hated, look, the toilet roll here. That's when I've had my snotty nose with the cold. Never realised it was there then. You must have thought, oh, what a tramp. She's got a toilet roll on her 3-piece suite. So anyway, that was the actual day my sister died. So I ended up buying them a brand new stone, got all the names on it and everything, got a cross engraved in it, and I go down and visit it. And where my mum is, at one end of the cemetery, her parents are parallel at the opposite end of the cemetery on the same line. There's another little uncanny thing, isn't it? So it all links up this. And my daughter went down there with our Connie yesterday. They sent me pictures. And she said, look where we are, Nan. Our Connie sent me pictures. I said, your Nan will be made up. You're visiting her there, girl. She'd be absolutely made up. So when I'm looking through the pictures, not on my mum's stone, but my daughter or Connie had took pictures and showed me them. Here's a face in a tree. I'll put it on the thing. I'll show you. Here's a face in the tree, and I sent back. I ringed it, and I sent back, and I said to her, "Look at that face in the tree." And she said, "Oh God, yeah." She said, "I didn't even notice that." So all these little things, they seem to happen around me. You know what I mean? So all them little things. So Christine, yeah, getting back to you, girl, and your lovely story about your mum and everything and losing and you being devastated. Your mum wouldn't want you unhappy, like my mum wouldn't want me unhappy. No mother wants the kids unhappy, do they, to keep... We do cry for them, it's only natural. I didn't this morning, I was so happy because I dreamt of my mum last night. I was so bloody happy. And Anne as well, getting me the hairbrush. Can't thank her enough and all. that was in my other video. I knocked it off by mistake, but I'm going to try and link the two together so you'll know why it's like that. But bear with me with the things. If you will, on the 4th of April, around 2 o'clock, my niece gets buried. That's why I've been a bit down lately, as well as only 34 our Chelsea. She gets buried, so if you could remember and say a little prayer around that time, I'd appreciate that. I don't think I've got anything else to say. Let me have a think. I'm going to buck myself up as it's. I'm going to peel this up. I'll go and peel this anyway. This isn't a wash-off mask. It's a peel-off, if I can peel it off. Oh yeah. I love these. I do love them. But my favourite is Manuka honey. Get yourselves one if you can. I believe they had them in the range the other day. I said to my son, because he lives by them, I said, pick me some up, stay, because I haven't seen them. The proper Manuka honey peel off. Not just the stuff, the peel off one. I do like them. And I do enjoy doing this as well. So I'm going to buck myself up. Because I don't know about you, but when you feel down, you stay in your pyjamas, don't you? And when I'm in my pyjamas, I feel old. I feel old. I feel ill, iller than what I am. I'm not ill. I've just got a cough and a cold, and I'm not ill as in ill, what some people go through. So I thought, Catherine, you're getting yourself ready today. You're going to get the false tan on. You're going to do a facial. Get your false tan on. Buck yourself up. That's made me hair look a bit thicker, hasn't it? It says leave it in, so I'm going to leave it in. I'm not going to wash it. I did wash my hair yesterday, so I'm not going to wash it today. But it does say leave it in. I can't find this. Where'd this go? Oh, they are. Try and crack it. Aye. So it gets all the shite out of your face. Any peel off mask is good. If you can't find a Manuka honey, any peel off mask, it'll help. But I do like the way the Manuka honey makes your skin soft. Don't forget, and use bicarb on it first to exfoliate. Oh, good guy. And I know it's a bit long, this video, but some of you like the long ones, don't you? Because you've got nothing else to do. And my mate, Patsy, my heart goes out to you. You lost your partner the other day. My heart goes out to you. And as she said to me, God love her, not even you can make me smile today, because she always says I make her smile. She said, not even you can put a smile on my face today. A partner died that morning. How sad. So I am thinking of you, Patty. I did say a prayer as soon as you told me. It's sad when anyone passes away, but I mean, I call John everything, don't I? But I'd be lost without him, and he'd be lost without me. We really would. We have our ups and downs. More downs than ups, like. Because after 45 years of knowing each other, you get attached to them. There's no romance between the two of us, but we love each other. We do love each other in our own way, Is that all off? Oh, all right, Brucey. Oh, no, there's still more. Still more here. That hurt that. So I'm going to get a shower, and I'm going to put my false tan on. That won't come out for 4 to 8 hours. I use skinny tan. I use any tan really what I've got, but at the moment I'm using the skinny tan up before I use any other, because a couple of you did send me some tan stuff. Oh, you can't really see this, but I know it's there. I can feel it. It's like that MRSA, isn't it? What's it called, that thing? You know, where you like watching people do them? I probably got that wrong. I can feel that still there. What, MRSA? Isn't that the sickness thing? SMAR. What is it? Oh, put it on an answer below what it is. I can't think of it. What's your favourite way of bucking yourself up? You know, when you've been feeling down, what's your favourite thing to do? I know retail shopping's a top on the list, but I'm not in the mood to do that lately. I've just said to John then we'll walk down the cemetery after it's Mother's Day tomorrow, but I do like to go the day before, because in my mind's eye, I picture my sister's in that grave and all. My sister died in childbirth. She was only 32. That's what I was telling you before. My mum had a hard life. And there was no family allowance back then. So she used to make toffee apples to make ends meet. I carried on the tradition when I was left with 4 kids to bring up on my own. I used to make toffee apples myself and sell them to make ends meet. So, what did you do? Let me know below. Let me know where you're looking at me from as well, because I know you're all around the world. I'm looking in that mirror there, that's why my eyes keep going over that way. Let me know where you're from around the world, because I know California and everywhere. Texas, you name it. Well, with stages coming on over the hill. Where did that come from? Don't know. Diddly dee, dee, diddly dee. Oh, whip, crack away, whip, crack away, whip, crack away. I'm going to try my brush. Let's take this little thing off. Can't believe people went out the way to find my actual brush. Anne Fox, Stoke-on-Trent, found me actual brush, what I needed. Look at that. Only this one's got all the little knobs on. Mine hasn't. That scratches me head, because all the little knobs have fell off. My word, Catherine, you sure look ugly. You do. But wait till later when your full stands on and your hair's done and you'll look $1 million, girl. You'll look $1 million. Oh, well, I'm open anyway. Oh, the Deadwood stages are coming on over the hill. I can see me little bird going backwards and forwards. Yes, this little the food I've left, it's swinging away where he's just jumped off. So I'm going to get off now. I hope you've liked this long. I hope it's past a time away for you. A couple of hours, well, an hour I think it's on. Not sure. Let's have a look. 34 minutes. Oh, it felt longer than that. And I'll try and add the other one, the thing. So thank you very much for this. Really touched my heart, that. Really, really touched my heart, the letter you sent me. Honestly, I'd be telling a lie if I said it didn't. Christine, she's put on it. Thank you again. I'm so grateful to you. Christine, take care. You take care, Christine. There's only one of you, remember. And this really did hit me hard. I know you didn't mean to upset me, and it didn't upset me in a bad type of thing. It took me down memory lane about my mum and that, with you saying you lost your mother and it knocked you for 6. So I know how you feel. I think we all go through that, but 99.9% of us go through that when we lose our mothers. I know that 1 little percent don't get on with the mothers and that's sad. I've got friends like that who haven't seen or spoke to the kids for years. So we're blessed in that way. We've got to thank our blessings, haven't we? If you don't see them, you don't see them. There's nothing you can do, so don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Mother's Day, just another day. If you see them, you see them. If you don't, you don't. Put the telly on and watch a good film. I've been watching that BBC one. This Is Our City or something like that. It's called, oh my God, there's 8 1-hour episodes. Oh my God, it's fantastic. Put that on. That'll stop you thinking of the kids who they don't turn up with a card or that. If we get one, we get one. I've stopped crying over that years ago. I might still have a little whinge if they forget. And you always get them ones, oh, you can't see it, I'll drop it off, you don't get them. So don't worry about them. Get on, just get on, get up, get on with it. Why sit and worry? Because worry kills, doesn't it? So get on with it. I love you all anyway. Don't forget and tell me where you're from. And please give us a thumbs up if you will. Subscribe, press the bell and press all. And share it with your friends, because that helps me tremendously. It helps me. Because as I say, I haven't been on really for a couple of weeks now. And my monetisation's gone practically to nothing. So if you share away, that helps me. So much appreciated. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Get off, cat. All right. Going now. Bye.